What's up, guys? This is Techno Viking 23 coming to you today with some Raid Shadow Legends, and we're actually going to be taking a look at the new What's Next in Raid episode they dropped today. A lot of very crazy changes are going to be coming to the game, and I wanted to kind of go over them because I do have some mixed feelings about what was shown off today. I know a lot of the content creators are super hyped, of course, and pumping it up and talking about how great it is, but I kind of wanted to digest it a little bit and give a more measured approach to what they revealed today. So what we're going to basically do is just kind of go through the video that they showed us. I'm not going to play the video out loud for you guys because you're smart enough to go watch it yourselves. You guys don't need crazy weird thumbnails or someone explaining to you everything that was said in a 10-minute video. So we're going to just kind of look at some of the brief things here. I actually thought it was kind of funny though. If you go to 109 in the video, I'm guessing this was a dev build they used because they actually do have X3 speed in the Doom Tower. So I've seen a little bit of chat on Reddit. People are like, oh, why can't we get the X3? You guys told us it's not possible. So I doubt this would be something we would ever see in the game since they've told us it's not possible a million times. I'm guessing this is some dev mode they have especially for the game. But basically, let's just get into what they started talking about here. We've got this awakening that they're going to be bringing in with, of course, these. As soon as I saw this, I was just like, oh, God, because I'm someone that came from Marvel Strike Force and Star Wars: The Galaxy of Heroes. I played both of those games for about 2 years. Was pretty heavy into the Endgame. The Red Star system in Marvel Strike Force is actually what led to me basically quitting the game. And the Relic system, when they expanded it in Star Wars: Galaxy of Heroes, is also what kind of led to me quitting the game, in terms of also bringing in Galactic Legend champions that got extra abilities versus the normal heroes in the game, which is kind of what they're going to be doing here with this. Now, they showed this a little bit off here. You're going to be able to basically unlock these blessing powers for your champions. They do different things. You got them for rare, epic, and legendary. Legendaries can use all of these. The rares can only use the rares. Epics can use the epics and the rare system. So a whole brand new, super complicated system that can do all these crazy things. You can even turn your enemies into a sheep, which is kind of funny, I guess. So that's kind of interesting, but there were some other ones here. I don't know if I can really get the animations. We could probably play through this and see. I said we weren't going to really watch the video, but there you go. You got some skeletons attacking. That's really kind of cool. I mean, the art department here always does a good job. You had meteors coming down there to hit the spider. Of course, you got the sheep, which you can turn your enemies into. Or I guess it's a lamb. I don't know. I'm kind of off of my animals today, so who knows. But that's kind of funny, I guess. It is pretty humorous. So in order to get those powers, you're going to have to engage with this new awakening system. It has a whole brand new currency, which is the last thing this game needs. But you got the Iron Twins Fortress, which will be the new dungeon where you actually do get that currency. Now, I hate to just be super negative because this could be really cool. You know, we could wait and see, and we could get this new content. The game sorely needs new PvE content. It's very stagnant right now, so I was kind of excited to see we are getting new PvE content, but it's all going to depend on how Plarium implements this in the game, because this has really bad implications for Arena, for 3v3, with adding all these new powers and abilities, the red stars. If they decide to sell the coins and the currency you need for that, this game is going to become incredibly pay to win at the top levels, and that's something that kind of worries me a little bit. But they did reveal we're going to have the Iron Twin Fortress here. It's going to be on a rotation with affinity, just like all the keeps, but there's just going to be the one icon here, and you're going to have to basically play each keep and unlock progression through each keep. So they kind of showed this here. You've got the battles. Unfortunately, you are going to have a key system. You're only going to get, I think, 6 keys per day. And you're also going to have to spend energy. So it's going to be like Doom Tower keys or Hydra keys, but then you also have to spend your energy on top of that, which kind of sucks, honestly. But you can see here you get these soul coins. There's more currency coming into the game. You're going to earn it through beating this boss and also trading in some of these other materials. And I think they showed... Let's find it. This guy actually looks pretty cool. It's like a kind of a steampunk. It's like something you'd see in Final Fantasy XIV almost, with the magic text. This guy's kind of neat. I like the layout. This looks really good. Art department, as usual, always does a good job. You'll see here, everyone is the same affinity. Basically, these bosses are going to have bonuses against you if you don't run the same affinity as them. It's a spirit boss in here. You see he's got 4 abilities and 3 passives. They didn't really tell us much about that, but I'm guessing there was a screenshot here somewhere where they did kind of get into the boss. Seeing if I can find that. And they talked about, they gave it just a brief shot of what these were. I'm not seeing that here anywhere, so maybe it's somewhere else. Okay, you know what? I don't seem to be able to find that right now. But I remember reading it through, and like his A1 puts like a whole bunch of debuffs on you that all last 4 turns. So you're going to need a debuff blocker or a cleanser for this, which it reminds me a lot of Hydra. You're going to wind up needing the same like really hardcore endgame champions like Duchess, etc. to probably do well at the high levels of this. His A2 was a bunch of unremovable stuff, and it was based on your highest and lowest defense champ. Couldn't see the rest of the skills, but it appears it's going to be a very high-level boss, especially as you get into it. It seems like it has some rage mechanics as well, where if you can't kill it fast enough, it's going to wind up wiping your team with debuff counters and things. So then they showed off this Altar of Souls, which this ties more into the Red Star system we talked about. You see here on the left all the champions that have the Red Stars. Some of them have full, some of them have 3 out of 5. So this is going to be where you basically come in here and awaken that champion and allow them to get more power and more ability through those red stars, and it's going to depend on the red stars that you've actually collected. Now they do have some that will fully upgrade them, or some that will only partially upgrade them. The way they explained it, if you have one like this where it only has the 1 at the 5, it means you would have to get the first 4 done before you'd be able to actually use that one on the champion. So you see Turvold here's only got 3 out of 4, so they could use this one here and get him up to 5 out of 5, or they could get one that gives him the 4th one, and then they would have to do that one there. So it's very complicated, very convoluted. It's actually a little bit more complicated, it seems, than the Red Star system that Marvel Strike Force had. You've got this other stuff on the right side here. You see up on top, they've got all these new currencies that you're going to have to use for the system, and it will not work for the common champions. So it's just going to be the rares and the epics, I believe. I don't believe the commons or the uncommons can have this happen. But you'll see here, you're going to be able to get all of these different shards. You have a soul collection page now. This reminds me a little bit of Awakened Chaos Era, where you were able to get fragments of the champions and eventually trade them with your guild mates. But you can't trade in raid, of course. They wouldn't want that. They would rather probably release stuff in a pack and have you buy it. So I don't think they'll have that coming to the game. But you basically will have this soul collection that you acquire. And you can get these for champions that you don't have, which is kind of annoying. If you get it for a legendary that you haven't even pulled yet, that's going to be kind of dumb, but you can at least trade them in and use that to get more of the currency. They just kind of go through here. They show you how you get more bonuses. And of course there is a market, and this is where you can trade stuff in, and where you need these currencies. Let's go back here. I don't know why it's not. There we go. So you can come in here, and this is the marketplace where you can use your coins to buy things and buy these stones. So again, more currency in the game. And of course, you've got the page where it's just like summoning shards. So we know a lot of content creators will probably be just making videos about all their summons on the soul stones. So I'm sure they're happy because they can have more very meaningful content to create for the game. But there you go. So you'll be able to do that and pull your soul stones from there. So that's like a whole big feature that's coming into the game. And then the wish list is very similar to what they had in Rage of Destiny, where when you did your polls, you could basically select the champions that you want to pull or try to get, and you supposedly you're going to have a higher chance. It says 2x chance, but that's not going to be much when you think about how many champions are in the game and how many of these shards you're actually going to have a chance at pulling. So you're going to have, you know, your 9 champions that you want to try to get these for. 2x chance again on that, it's not going to be very good. So not really anything I would really be too excited about. And again, they're going to have a shop here where you can buy souls. So again, more currency needed that you're going to earn through that dungeon. And this apparently is going to refresh. You'll have to be checking this all the time to get these for your characters there. So it'll be interesting to see how much they put in this, if they're going to put legendary ones in here or just the epics will be the highest you get. I'm imagining that the legendary ones are going to wind up being very difficult to get. And here you can exchange them if you get ones for duplicates or ones that you don't have the champion of. You could sell it exchange it, trade it in. So at least that's good if you keep getting stuff for ones that you don't have. And then, of course, you do have the blessings, which come from these. Once you get that unlocked, you'll be able to go in here, and you've got the 4 different ones you could choose. Looks like they may add a 5th at some point. And then you can go ahead and give your champion some new abilities. Now, let's see if we can get in here and take a look at one of these. So just to kind of give you an idea here of what this is going to do. So, partially fills this turn meter whenever a debuff is placed, spread, or transferred onto them. Occurs once per enemy turn. If you get 1 red star, it fills by 2%. 2 red stars is going to give you 1500 HP, 3500 if using a legendary. 3 is going to get turn meter. Now, what's interesting, when I was reading through these, I was like, man, this is going to screw up so many clan boss tunes. So that's going to be fun. 4, you get HP plus 1000, more crit damage, more turn meter fill. So you've got a lot of stuff going on here with these blessings. I'm trying to see if we can find another one here. So yeah, here's one of the legendary ones, Lightning Orb. Attack plus 500, HP plus 1000, plus 25% crit damage. Can you imagine getting something like this on a plus 4 Trunda, where you can then have an extra 500 attack and 25% more crit damage? That's kind of insane, quite honestly. So that's why I was saying, like, if they decide to monetize this, you're going to have, like, basically the rich get richer type situation. And then these have all these new passive abilities here, which will do more damage to the boss and things like that. So this is crazy. It has a chance to really get out of control. Like I said, if they do decide to sell coin packs or currency packs for the exchange shop, I think you're going to see something where that's really going to change Endgame Arena. It's really going to change 3v3 Arena. It's going to make things, if you're not able to get these, it's going to make it really difficult for you to compete at the end of the game. And if you're one of those people, kind of like me, who's still working on Great Hall, who's still working on getting Ramontu, and this goes into place before that, it can make things a little bit more difficult. They got this Deck of Fates thing, which is kind of dumb for Raid, honestly. It's a card game. It's like they just took the hero's path and put it in here. You'll have this thing where you come in and basically you earn these light coins, just like we did for Hero's Path, and then you can unlock 3 of these cards. And there's random rewards under these cards. They had something like this in Super Mario Bros. 3, so this is not all that all that new of a concept here. But you'll flip these over if they all match the same affinity on the card. You'll see some of these are green, purple, blue. Like if you get 3 in a row, you'll get an extra bonus chest, which has some rewards. Now the rewards, I'm never going to turn down free rewards for playing the game. They do show you getting a legendary book in one of these here, but yeah, there you go right there. It's in the chest that this guy gets. But you can see here's the reward pool. And basically it's multi-battles, charms, 3 and 4 star chickens, 150 energy. Nothing groundbreaking, basically. So, and then the chest can obviously have some better stuff, it looks like. So as long as this is just, you get this for interacting with the game and playing the game, you're just getting these coins naturally, this is fine. I think that's good. It's another reward system that's in there. You've got a new champion skin coming for Scylla the Drakes. I don't really care much about these skins. It does look cool. Both these skins look pretty awesome. She's got a frost one and then a fire one. It seems like they're doing fire and frost themes for these. And then, of course, at the end, they kind of tease through these new champion designs. We'll just play this real quick. This guy looks pretty cool with the dual knives. Kind of got the Plague Doctor mask on that guy, and then a really cool looking Shadowkin. So very interesting. Looks like Skinwalkers will finally get another champion. Hopefully they put some Oregon Tribes legendaries into the game, because they are severely lacking. They are the worst, basically, for the legendaries now. They only have 8. And that's pretty much it. That's pretty much what they did with the game here. So no idea when this update is going to drop. Could be very soon. It could be later on this year. But yeah, I don't know about this blessing thing. I'm going to wait and see. We're going to wait and see how this goes with these red stars. Like I said, this is a system that really ruined Marvel Strike Force for me. I didn't like the way they did it in Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes either. I played both of those games for about 2 years before I quit, and hilariously enough, in September, it'll be about 2 years for me in Raid, so it would be kind of funny if that was like the thing that actually made me leave the game. But we'll wait and see. I want to try it out. Hopefully the PvE content is engaging. Hopefully Plarium does not monetize this in a predatory way, but I would not put it past them, because it is, like I said, it's Plarium, so we know what the reputation is for that. But I'd be interested to see what you guys think about this. Feel free to let me know down below in the comments how you feel about this update. Like I said, I'm somewhat of a wait and see. I'm in the middle right now. I'm not hyped for this at all. I'm actually kind of concerned about it, but I also want to give it a chance to see what it's like. A lot of people I've talked to today at all levels of the game are having very mixed reactions. There's some in-game players who are just like, this is it, I'm out, I'm done, sell my account. There's some in-game players who are like, oh my god, more stuff to spend money on. So, you know, there you go. So it just kind of depends on where you are in the game and how you feel, and if you played similar gacha games that have this system in it. Normally this is a system that will come to a game once it's mature and they get into the phase of the game's life cycle where they just want to start milking the whales. So that is somewhat concerning. I've heard a lot of people say Marvel Strike Force died when the Red Star system came in, but that's not entirely true. The game still makes $6 to $7 million a month, which is really, really good, and doing a lot better than a lot of recent games like Awaken Chaos Era that came out. So Marvel and Star Wars are still going strong, even though they put these systems in game, because the whales actually like them, and they made it so the whales could buy the Red Star Ascensions and get better a lot faster than everybody else. So I hope that doesn't happen with Raid, but we'll see. Can't say I'm super hopeful on that, but we'll see. Like I said, wait and see approach here. We're going to keep on playing the game for now and see what this update brings. And if it changes it for the worst, it may finally be time to move on to something else, whatever that might be. The one big problem I do have with this is this dungeon is going to be basically a whole new time sink. So we keep telling them we don't want to play the game more often during the day, and they keep adding stuff in that just makes it really hard to get away from the game. You know, if it's clan versus clan or a fusion, I'm literally on this game all day. And I have 2 accounts. I have a free-to-play account also. So if I'm not playing my main, I'm on my free-to-play account. And it's just running all day long to keep up with it. And so when this update drops, if I have another PvE dungeon I have to focus on besides everything else I'm doing in the game, I'm probably going to have to stop playing the free-to-play account in all honesty, which is going to suck because I really do enjoy that account. I was trying to at least get it to level 100, but I just don't think there'd be any way to keep playing 2 accounts with the time sink this game is going to become with a whole new PvE dungeon. And 0 quality of life changes for older content. Unfortunately, if they added something in where it's like you could auto-complete faction wars that you've already done, if you can auto-run the dungeons, just instant finish or instant finish a clan boss key. But, you know, with Hydra coming in the game, with this in the game now, it's just there's so much that you're going to have to do each day. And, you know, yeah, you can maybe not engage with some of the content if you're far enough in the game where you've got everything. But if you're trying to build your account still, you know, that may not be possible. So who knows? I hope it winds up being a good update. I'm going to be cautiously optimistic, but also expect the worst because that's just kind of the person I am when it comes to these games. I know how these developers are. Their number one thing is they just want to make money. Raid and Plarium are no exception, and this is going to be a good way for them to milk the whales if they do get this system into the game. So we're going to see what happens. Anyways, guys, that's going to do it for me. As always, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hope you guys are having a great day. Thanks as always for watching, and I will see you again next time.